Hello people, today we are going to learn about managed communication process under executing process group. So let's see. Managed communications is the process of creating, collecting, distributing, storing, retrieving and the ultimate disposition of project information in accordance with the communication management plan. The key benefit of this process is that it enables an efficient and effective communication flow between project stakeholders. The inputs involved are communication management plan, work performance reports, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process asset. The tools and techniques involved are communication technology, communication models, communication methods, information management system, performance reporting. The outputs involved are project communication, project management plan updates, project document updates, organization process asset updates. So let's learn about the techniques and considerations. The first technique is sender receiver models in which uh, incorporating feedback loop to provide opportunities for interaction or participation and remove barriers to communication. The next thing is choice of media, situation specific as to when to communicate in writing versus orally, when to prepare an informal memos versus a formal report, and when to communicate face to face versus by email. The next thing is writing style, appropriate use of active versus passive voice, sentence structure, and word choice. Next thing is meeting management technique, preparing an agenda and dealing with conflicts. Next thing is presentation techniques, awareness of the impact of body language and design of visual aids. The next technique is facilitation techniques, building consensus and overcoming obstacles. Next thing is listening technique, listening actively, acknowledging, clarifying and confirming understanding and removal of barriers that adversely affect comprehension. So let's learn about the input. The first input is communication management plan, which describes how project communication will be planned, structured, monitored, and controlled. The next input is work performance report, which these reports are a collection of project performance and status information that may be used to facilitate discussion and to create communication. To optimize this process, it is important that reports be comprehensive, accurate, and available in timely manner. Next input is enterprise environmental factor and specific enterprise environmental factors that can influence the managed communication process include organizational culture and structure, government or industry standards and regulation, and project management information system. The next input is organizational process asset, and those include policies, procedures, processes, and guidelines regarding the communication management, templates, and historical information and lesson learned. Let's learn about the tools and techniques for the managed communication process. The first technique is communication technology. The choice of communication technology is an important consideration in the managed communication process. The next technique is communication model. The choice of communication model is an important consideration in this process, as the components in the communication all contribute towards an effective and efficient communication process. The focus is to ensure that the choice of communication model is appropriate for the project that is undertaken and that any barriers noise are identified and managed. The next technique is communication methods. The choice of communication method is an important consideration in this process, as there can be many potential barriers and challenges during the process. The focus is to ensure that the information that has been created and distributed has been received and understood to enable response and feedback. The next technique is information management system. Project information is managed and distributed using a variety of tools including hard copy document management, letters, memos, reports and press releases, electronic communication management which includes email, fax, voicemail, telephone, video and web conferencing, websites and web publishing. Electronic project management tool which includes web interfaces to scheduling and project management software, meeting and virtual office software, portals, and collaborative work management tools. The next technique is performance reporting. Performance reporting is the act of collecting and distributing performance information, including status reports, progress measurements, and forecast. Performance reporting involves the periodic collection and analysis of baseline versus actual data to understand and communicate the project progress and performance, as well as to forecast the project result. A simple status report might show performance information such as percent complete or status dashboard for each area, that is scope, schedule, cost, and quality. More elaborate reports may include analysis of past performance, analysis of project forecast, including time and cost, current status of risk and issues, work completed during the period, work to be completed in the next period, summary of changes approved in the period, and other relevant information which is reviewed and discussed. So the output is project communications. The managed communication process involves the activities that are required for information to be created, distributed, received, acknowledged, and understood. Project communication may include but are not limited to performance report, deliverable status, schedule progress, and cost incurred. Project communication can vary significantly and are influenced by factors such as but not limited to the urgency and impact of the message, its method of delivery, and level of confidentiality. The next output is project management plan updates. The project management plan update information on project baseline, communication management, and stakeholder management. Each of these areas may require updates based upon the current performance of the project against the performance measurement baseline, also known as PMB. The performance measurement baseline is an approved plan for the project work to which the project execution is compared and deviation are measured for the management control. The performance measurement baseline is typically integrates scope, schedule, and cost parameters of a project but may also include technical and quality parameters. The next output is project document update and it includes issue log, project schedule, and project funding requirement. The last output is organizational process asset updates and it includes stakeholder and notification which deals with information may be provided to stakeholder but resolved issues and approved changes and general project status. The next thing is project reports. Formal and informal project reports describe project status and include lesson learned, issue logs, project closure reports, and output from other knowledge area. Next update is project presentation. The project team provides information formally or informally to any or all the project stakeholder. The information and presentation method should be relevant to the needs of the audience. The next update is project records that may include correspondence, memos, meetings, minutes, and other documents describing the project. The information should, to the certain extent possible and appropriate, and be maintained in an organized manner. Project team members can also maintain records in the project notebook or register, which could be physical or electronic. Feedback from stakeholder and lesson learned documentation. So guys, I hope you got some idea on the process manage communication. So come back to my channel or subscribe to my channel for more videos on PMP and other things. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.